Yo, what's good everyone? Thank you for tuning in to today's video. We just got finished shooting the video for my top 10 upcoming sneakers for the month of August. So I figured whilst we're here, why not knock out another brand new video for you guys today. So in today's video, we are actually going to be doing a double unboxing. But before we dive into all of that stuff, I want to welcome back all of my returning subscribers. If you are new around here, welcome to the channel. On this channel, we do release brand new sneaker content just like this each and every week. So if you haven't already, please feel free to smash that subscribe button. Also, do make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video. If you do go on to enjoy this video, please give this video a massive thumbs up, which is always truly appreciated. And if you do want to reach out to me outside of YouTube, you will be able to find me on Instagram under ACS Sneakers. So now we've got all those formalities out of the way, let's go ahead and get straight into the video. So as I mentioned, we are going to be doing a double unboxing today, and as you will be able to see, it came in this pretty big giant box. Now as you will be able to see on camera, hopefully that focuses, this box is still completely taped up, you might say. And honestly, I was actually looking for something sharp to open this with, but if anyone who's watching this video has kids or has small children living with them, you probably, like me, don't have a lot of sharp objects just lying around. And I think I've done too much of a good job hiding my scissors and pen knives or whatever the hell I used to have, because I can't seem to find anything sharp anywhere. The only thing I could find is a nail, so I guess you might say I'm nailing it. That was awful. But anyway, so this is what we're actually going to be using to hopefully get this tape off. Hopefully we'll be able to get into this fairly easy, otherwise this is going to be pretty long and drawn out. So let's just get straight into it.
So I'm going to take this tape off. I don't know which one's on top, I don't know which shoe we're going to be taking a look at to begin with. Both of these shoes are actually shoes that I've really wanted for quite a while. This nail is absolutely doing nothing for me, honestly. There we go.
See? Nailing it. I'm going to give you guys the first look at what's inside this box. Kind of had a little peek of what's at the top. But if we take a look at what's inside the box to begin with, as you will be able to see, we did get these shoes from S&S, if anybody's actually ordered from S&S before. So let's just get straight into the actual shoes themselves, starting out with the first shoe box. Now this one was at the very top to begin with, that's why we're choosing this one. And if you've been around my channel recently, you've probably seen that I'm really starting to get into my Lebrons, specifically the Lebron 8. And if you know anything about the Lebron 8, you'll realise that this is the pretty standard Lebron 8 box. Now across the front we do have LeBron James himself alongside that lion's head. Pretty standard when it comes to LeBron 8. This just seems like the usual format for the boxes. If we then just take a quick look at the label, which reads LeBron 8 QS, which I believe stands for Quick Strike, and that's in the Varsity Royal white colourway. Now this is a UK 9.5 as it is a personal pair. And just before we actually do go ahead and take a look at the shoes, this is by no means going to be a review. Hopefully this is going to be a pretty quick video. We're going to take a quick look at both the pairs of shoes. There are two in total. And hopefully by the end of this video, if you guys are interested, give you guys a pretty good look at what these shoes actually are. So as you will be able to see, this is a pull-out drawer. So if we pull this open, we'll have our very first look. Whew. So without any further ado, here it is, our very first look at the Lebron 8 Hardwood Classics. Get a good look at it. Whilst you guys are seeing it for the first time, I'm also seeing this shoe in person for the very first time. I honestly am really liking it, to be completely honest. It's a lot more rich in colour than what I actually thought it would be. Now, when the shoe officially did release last year, I saw so many reviews for this shoe. I watched the likes of Tony D2 Wild, I watched Wear Testers, I saw a review by a good friend of mine, or an acquaintance of mine even, JJ Allday. You know, he's a really good YouTuber as well. And all of these reviews kind of just really put me in a position where it kind of piqued my interest at that point. So this shoe definitely came out of nowhere for me. I really wasn't aware of LeBron's shoes. I really wasn't really tuned into his shoes. But the more times I saw the reviews, it kind of put me in a position where when the South Beaches did officially come out and then the Space Jams, I was already locked and loaded and ready to pick up those shoes. So this was definitely another one that's been on the radar for quite a while. Definitely really glad to add this shoe to my personal collection. The suede on the toe honestly feels really nice. That was the first thing I actually noticed when I got these out of the box. Hopefully the camera will pick that up for us, because the suede on the toe looks really nice. Now it also does have that two-tone to it as well, so if you brush it one way, really nice, changes colour, and then brush it the other way, it goes a little bit darker, so that's always a really nice touch. With all LeBron 8s, we do have the flywire section, more suede in the midfoot, and then one of my favourite details, we have that Nike swoosh towards the heel. On the medial side of the shoe, much more of a simpler, clean layout. 3/4 of the shoe is done in that really nice suede to match the toe box. And then towards the final portion of the heel, we do have more of that flywire. Once again, a really, really nice touch. The really big selling point for me, though, is the heel. It just looks absolutely incredible. If we actually get both shoes, hopefully we can get those shoes to focus. The heels on these shoes just look absolutely immense. You know, seeing that little spoiler detail, seeing the LeBron 8, the LeBron signature, I should say, not the LeBron 8 signature. It just looks great. It's just an absolutely incredible shoe. This is definitely not going to be the final pair of LeBron 8s in my collection. It's definitely my favorite LeBron sneaker. To be completely honest, I'm pretty biased. I've never tried any of the others out before, but it is definitely a shoe that it's quickly becoming one of my favorite sneakers just in general. So if I had to say right now what was a favorite sneaker that I'm constantly looking to pick up, it would probably be the Jordan 3, the Jordan 6, and the LeBron 8s. Just an absolutely incredible shoe. The colours are fantastic on this shoe as well. Really nice, rich blue colour. Works incredibly well with the orange as well. So yeah, I'm actually really pleased with it, to be honest. It's a lot better than I thought it would be. It's a lot more vibrant than I thought it would be as well. Quality seems pretty good. QC, it is what it is. There's a few marks on like the sock liner. I imagine that as I look through the shoe in more detail, I'll probably come across some glue stains. But yeah, other than that, really no issues with it. I really do like the speckling on the midsole as well. So if we take a look at the midsole, we have the full length air unit. Really nice speckling working its way around. On the outsole, really bright and vivid bright outsole. So yeah, really clean, really nice shoe. Really glad to add this to my personal collection. But if we now just move on and take a look at the next shoe. So here we are with our very next pickup. Now, I'm not entirely sure if you will be able to tell what this is just from the box. Highly doubt it. A lot of these shoes actually do come in a very similar box whenever it is like a special release. But as you will be able to see, we have this really nice black colour throughout. And then through the centre of the box, we have the matte black, almost gel-like Nike branding. Now, both of these boxes are really dusty, so this shoe must have been sitting around at the S&S warehouse for quite a while. But if we do just take a quick look at the label, which reads Nike Dunk High /F for and that is in the wine, black and white colourway. If I pop open the lid, ready to get our very first look at the shoe itself. Woo! Yeah, these are nice. So without any further ado, here we have the Nike Dunk High Fragments. Now, this is a shoe that was on my list for a little bit of time, to be honest. I was kind of not really that fussed by it. The real deciding, real changing point for me was when I actually saw the review from Life of a Broski. He did a full detailed review, which I will link in my description area below, where he breaks down the shoe and everything you really need to know. And, you know, after I watched that and I actually spoke to him on Instagram about it, he really convinced me that this was a shoe that I definitely needed to pick up. To be honest, I kind of feel like the people who were talking rubbish about this shoe kind of didn't get the shoe in hand, because honestly, like, as soon as I actually got this out of the box, the first thing I noticed was how really nice and padded the actual sock liner is. Like, literally the minute I grabbed these out of the box and I felt this cushioning, absolutely sensational. Not sure if this is the same with all Dunk Highs, because to be honest, this is actually the very first pair of Dunk Highs I've ever owned. But honestly, the padding on this sock liner is sensational. The leather around the ankle collar feels really nice, to be honest. And even the leather on the toe box, it doesn't feel that bad. Like, if I press it in, it's a relatively cheap leather. Hopefully that'll be focusing up for you. But in general, I'm actually not too upset about the quality of the leather on this shoe. Feels absolutely fine. Colour blocking is absolutely sensational. We have this really nice wine colour on the actual toe box. We have the black around the toe, and as it moves into the overlays throughout the actual shoe. Most of the eye-catching details are actually towards the heel, as we have that fragment branding, which just looks absolutely sensational. And then on the midsole, we do have that fragment branding as well. Hopefully, I can get the camera to focus for you. Absolutely blown away, to be completely honest. When I saw these on S&S's website, I kind of figured it was like a restock. Turns out this shoe was sitting on S&S for quite a while, according to some of the people I spoke to about this shoe. Really impressed, and I feel like this kind of, hopefully that's conveyed on the camera. Like, I had no idea what to expect when it came to these. I kind of bought these on a whim, and I saw them and I just thought, oh, well, now's my chance. Quality is definitely a lot better than I thought it would be. Haven't seen any QC problems so far with the shoe, which is quite good. I actually imagine that this shoe was probably returned because of the lack of resale value. But I think in general, this is definitely a shoe that I'm going to be rocking super heavy whenever I actually get the opportunity to. This is probably going to be a shoe I'm going to wear primarily in like autumn time, maybe even winter. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure about the sizing for this shoe because, like I said, this is the very first pair of Dunk highs. If it is anything like Dunk lows, I would recommend that you do go true to size, and that will probably be the best outcome for you. The more I actually wear these, the more opportunities I will be able to potentially maybe bring you an updated video down the line because, like I say, I really do want to wear this shoe as often as I possibly can do. But yeah, if I get both the shoes in hand, so you guys can take a look at both of them at the exact same time. These are my two latest pickups. What do you think? Hopefully they will focus. Not sure if they will. Here they are. I kind of feel like I'm feeling these a little bit more, to be completely honest, which has completely shocked me that I'm feeling these more than these. But yeah, really, really pleased with my two latest pickups. I'd love to know what you guys think about them as well, so do make sure to leave me a comment in the comment section below. Which one would you grab out of the two, or would you not grab any? Do make sure to leave that comment in the comment section below, and I will make sure to, respond to each and every one of you. If you have stuck around to this point in the video, I do want to say a massive thank you. Please feel free to smash that subscribe button if you haven't already. Also, do make sure the bell notification is switched on so you never miss a video, and I hope to see you all again in the next one.